Tech in 5.
In an age where everything is online, how safe are you really? CSP, or Content Security Policy, is a security standard that serves as a digital shield. It specifies which external resources, such as scripts, style sheets, and images, are allowed to load in your web application. By defining a whitelist of trusted sources, CSP prevents the execution of unauthorized or malicious content, effectively protecting your application from XSS attacks and other vulnerabilities. CSP plays a crucial role in web application security through three key functions. First, it mitigates XSS attacks by clearly defining which scripts can execute, blocking any that aren't explicitly allowed. This stops attackers from injecting harmful scripts. Next, CSP controls resource loading, ensuring that only content from trusted sources, like specific scripts, style sheets, and images, can be loaded. This restricts potential attack vectors. CSP minimizes data theft risks by limiting where and how external resources are loaded, reducing opportunities for data to be compromised. In defining a CSP policy, we start by mapping out all the resources our web application uses. The goal is to identify where these resources should come from. We then break down our policy into specific directives for each resource type, determining, for example, which domains are safe for scripts and which for styles. This step might also involve decisions about inline scripts and styles, where we might use nonces or hashes to allow safe inline code. Once we've outlined our sources and directives, we compile them into a cohesive policy string. We review and refine this policy, looping back to adjust as needed based on testing and policy violations reports. The final step is solidifying this policy, ready to be implemented as an HTTP header on our web server. In setting up CSP on an Apache server, we directly define our security policy in the server's configuration. Using the Content Security Policy HTTP header, we're setting rules that dictate where different types of content can be loaded from, like allowing scripts only from our own site and a trusted external source. This approach is about embedding our security policy directly into the HTTP response headers, instructing the browser on how to safely handle our site's content. We start with CSP in report-only mode, where the policy monitors but doesn't block, sending reports on potential violations. This safe testing phase allows us to refine our CSP based on real feedback, ensuring it's effective without disrupting the site. For instance, a report might flag an external script trying to load, helping us adjust our policy to either allow it if it's safe or reinforce the block if it's not. We start with a tight policy, creating a strong initial defense that we can tweak for flexibility as needed. To safely include inline scripts or styles, we use nonces or hashes, adding an extra layer of verification. Avoid unsafe inline and unsafe eval directives, as they can weaken our policy's effectiveness. Monitoring violation reports provides a window into attempted breaches and areas for improvement, and importantly, regular updates to our CSP ensure it evolves with our web application. Not all browsers handle CSP in the same way, making thorough testing essential to ensure universal protection. While CSP generally has minimal impact on performance, it's wise to keep an eye out for any potential slowdowns, especially in complex applications. Moreover, CSP is most effective when integrated with other security approaches, including input validation, output encoding, and the use of HTTPS. Implementing CSP is a game changer for web application security, significantly bolstering defenses against XSS and injection threats. It demands a deep dive into your application's resources and a commitment to continuous tuning. While CSP alone isn't a catch-all solution, it's a critical layer in a comprehensive security strategy, effectively shrinking your app's attack surface and safeguarding against prevalent web vulnerabilities.
Stay tuned for more videos on Tech in 5.